Hi everybody, welcome back. So on this video I did this particular card off screen. Still trying to get my crafty mojo back. I mean, it's not completely back, but it's getting there. So I did make these a long time ago, which are triple heat embossed tiles, and it's got a mixed media background, and then you heat emboss it 3 times, and then that goes into a really nice tile effect. I mean, you could do it on a bigger area, but I just like this. So I thought I'd come on and I'd do the same thing, but using Hexagon from, these are Gemini from Crafter's Companion. I've had them for ages, and I thought I would do, so I cut out the 2 bigger dies so that it gives me a frame and the middle part, which is going to be the tile. And I've done it twice so that I can stack it up and have it in the middle. So I've just did these in white card, 250 GSM. And then I was looking for a bee, and I do have a bee from Gummy Pan, but it's really quite big. I didn't want a huge big bee. So I looked out my Lavinia stamps, and I found the stamp that I'd used recently in something. I think I did a tag with it or something. And I thought I'll stamp out 3 bees, because they cut out, they would look perfect somewhere there. So that's my plan. So I need to pop this card base and layer away for the moment, and I'll just pop this away as well. But before I do that, I'm going to actually, if this glue comes out and works, stack this one on top of the other, because then I can, no, it's not coming out. I have ordered glue from Amazon, but of course it's not coming today, it's coming on Wednesday. But I actually got a couple of other things from Amazon this morning, and they've come, but not the glue, so it's rather annoying. But anyway, let's see if this is coming out. It should, because it's full of glue. But for some reason, I've got another one as well over here. I found a few of these, so let's see if this one works this time. Oh dear, let's just give it a wee bit of encouragement with that. See if it'll come out for this. It has been standing on upside down, so no, it's not wanting to come out. Come on. Might have to. Out this time, and if not, I will have to go to plan B. I think these are both stuck. So what I'm going to do, I still have some of my magic glue, but there's really not much left at all, so let's see if it comes out. Yes, it is. That's good. Just, I've ordered more of these. I've ordered five tubes this time, because by popular demand I am going to restart my it's really craft making classes in October. So I need a full lot of glues. So that's that, and I'll pop that over there just now, and I'm not going to stack this yet, I will at the end. So first things first, put the glue away upside down so it's ready when I need it. Just pop these ones away because they're being rather temperamental. So what I'm going to do, what I did on this one was I used the Catherine Pooler ink. So I've got them out, and I've got my smoosher, because that's what I did on here. And I know this is quite a small piece, I could have made it bigger, but I'm not going to. So basically choose some colours, and I'm going to go with this one, Apricot. So these are water reactive, as I found. I wasn't sure that they were. So I've got Apricot, so I'm just going to go in with Apricot first and create a bit of a background with my smushy. So a couple of bits like that on there, and then I've got some wipes here for a change. I don't usually have a dirty old cloth, but I think it's a bit dirty these days. So let's just give this a wee dry in between times. You won't completely dry it. And then, so we used Apricot. What else could I use? I'm trying to think of some nice sort of colours that might work. Let's do In the Park. This is a kind of darker green colour. And it's the same thing. Just going to pop some of this colour on. Like that. And then I'm going to use one more colour, so we'll just give it a wee dry as well. Okay, and one more colour. What will we have? I think I might go for this pink, so it's a girl one, which is a sort of lighter pink colour, because we've got Be Mine, which is a slightly darker colour as well. And let's just spritz that and do some smooshing over the top of that. So, I don't know what that is. I'm not 100% happy with that colour. Let's just dry it and I might put something else on. Right, I feel I need to put something else on colour wise, so let's see if we can put some of this pixie dust on just as well. I was trying to keep it orangey, but that's not really kind of worked, has it? So I'll just could be starting again, you know. Oh dear. I have got another one, so I could start again. Right, let's see. And let's give this a wee dry. Right, so the next thing I wanted to do, that's okay, we'll just go with these colours. The next thing I want to do is to just get a bit more. I've got some of this lovely, luscious, cheeky peach colour. I don't really have a yellowy, but I was looking at my other powders, and I've got this. I have got this yellow colour, Solar Flare, which would work as well. So it's a kind of yellow. So if I just spray some water onto there again, and I just pop just the tiniest bit of colour onto it, says she. Of that, I might have to put a wee bit more on just to move that around. I don't want it to be completely covered, and then just dry that as well. And you can see that lovely, lovely shimmer just there. There we go. Let's just get rid of that. So that's water reactive inks, and then I've put shimmer on it. Now I'm going to stamp onto it. So I'm going to stamp with some of these inks. So I've got Sahara Sand, which is a Lavinia one. This is actually used for blending and distressing, but I'm going to use it for stamping onto. Now, stamps. Stamps. I had a stamp here that I was going to use. Now, where is it? I'm just going to use this Lavinia, this one, which is from All and Create. I do have other All and Create ones, but these are in my drawer at the minute. So I thought I might just stamp a little bit of something onto there when it comes off. And I'm just going to use this ink. Hopefully this will work. So it's just to get a wee bit of something on the background. It doesn't have to be anything too exciting, but you know, something in the background. So put that lid on because we don't really need that. Then we can take that off, so that's in the background. And I can just dry this off a bit. Get rid of that. And then actually what I can do, I didn't do the, I forgot to do the, what do you call it, the anti-static, but I'm going to go over the top with that opaque white. And hopefully it only sticks to the bit I want it to stick to, but it might not. Some of this off because we don't want it on the whole thing, just want it on bits. So pop that back in. And I'll just get rid of this stuff into the bin. And then I'm going to heat and set that. And then I want to do something else as well. I might stamp with the bees as well. So using I think I'm just going to stamp with the bees in this this sand dune colour. See if it'll come up. It might not. You might not see it very much, but we'll try. There's a few wee bits of it there. Let's get one onto there. Now what I'm going to do next is, I've stamped with that, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get some gilding flakes. I can find the ones that I want. Are they down there or up there? I had them out. Oh, here we are. So a couple of bamboo tweezers, because bamboo is better, it doesn't cling to the, so hopefully we'll get these down in time just to kind of cling to that ink, but the ink's quite fast drying, so it might not actually work. Fast drying. I don't know if it's stuck to that. Not really. Let's try it again with some other ink. So it didn't quite work. So let's use the Versifying Clair, because what we need is something for the bee, the stamped image to stick onto. So I've got one there. And we had one sort of over here. And where was the other one? One here, just here. If I can get it back on the same bit, hopefully. And then we can pop this back over the top and just, don't breathe, tap that down on the bits. And it should stick, she says, but might not. Don't know if it is. I'm not sure it did. We've got a little bit of gold there. It didn't quite work how I had hoped. So what to do is just to put, it didn't quite work. We've got these stamped bits, but what I want to do is just use this big, just put a little bit of gold in between here on various bits, and then just wait for a few seconds till that kind of dries slightly, and then we can add our gilding flakes again. So let's take some of that back. Right, let's add some more. See if we can get some. That's a lot, but why is it a lot? So we can get our little scoochy thing and we can just pull all the excess off, because we don't need all the excess. So it's just where I've put the glue. Wait till your glue's a bit tacky before you use your gilding flakes. And then I'm going to pop this away. Right, so I've done that. So it's kind of looking like that. You can slightly see the bees, but I thought I might try and do it again in this orange, which is summertime. So just trying to go over these ones that I can see. Just makes them a bit more pronounced. Some of the other ones I think are not there anymore, so I'm just going over the top of that. And I think there was one more where, somewhere down here, so there we go, we can see them a wee bit better now. So the next thing I want to do is to do my heat embossing now, my triple heat embossing. So what we do for that is just the same as we've done for every other piece of heat embossing that you do. So I'm just going to go right over the top of all that stuff that I've popped onto my tile and just cover it in Versamark, and then I'm just going to use clear embossing powder to do this. So I need to get my tweezers. Here we are. And I'm going to heat emboss this, and we'll do this 3 times. You could do it twice, you could do it 4 times, just whatever. But the more that you emboss it, the thicker the heat. So we're just going to let that cool a bit, but you can see that's got a nice, it's still quite hot. So we'll just do it again. So again, we just end up going over this. This is the second time we're going to do it. Okay, and then we pop it back in. Do it again. Cover it in the clear embossing. So the reason why you're going to use clear embossing is because you want to see what you've stamped or what else you've put down onto the background. So I'll do this another twice and then I'll come back. Right, so I've done all that embossing and it's looking really nice. Now while it was still hot at the last emboss, I found this sweet poppy stencil. So while it was still wet, I think you'll be able to see it. I put it through my machine and got this honeycomb effect on the back, so I'm quite chuffed with that. So let's get my card now, my card base. Where have I put it? Where is it? Oh dear. What's done with it? Oh, I think it must be this one. So I've got that. I'm quite happy with the colour now. I've got these. I'm going to stack this up now onto here, and I'm just going to use this glue because I've got it here and it's just as good as the other glue that I would use. Well, maybe not quite just as good, but stack that onto the back like that, and we'll just make sure that sticks. Hopefully it will. I'm saying it's just as good, but not sticking as well, no. Anyway, I'll get the other glue, magic glue. It does live up to its name, magic glue. So let's just get that on the back. Stick that on top. And it's kind of come out the colour I thought. There is a bit of the pink there, but that's okay. Don't matter about that, but I am pleased with that embossed bit. I thought that was a good idea. I didn't do that on the other one, but that's another idea if you do decide to use this. And then that would go in like that. Now I've not decided whether I will use gilding wax, because I like gilding wax on the edge of it. So I may use it, and I've got a little bit of gold left, and I've got a little applicator as well. So what we need to do next, before we do that, is actually to put this away, is to colour in the bees. So I've got lots of colouring pencils here now in front of me. Not pencils, pens, and lots of choice on what I could use. So I probably use the Ohuhu ones. So I've got this one, which is lemon, yellow, and also melon yellow, and also Canaria yellow. So I don't want my bees to be too bright compared to the card. So perhaps this colour Canaria yellow would be just perfect, because I don't want them to be in your face bees. They're just really on the sidelines, so that's fine. Don't need these other ones. And then for the wings, I want to just put some sparkle onto them. So I've got my Wink, it's not Wink of Steel, it's Aqua Shimmer from Nuvo, which I think I'll just put a little bit of that on top here. Is it coming out? Come on, out you come. Don't know if there's any left in it actually. I think there is. She says, I think there is, but nothing's coming out. Oh yeah, there we go. So a little bit just on those wings. I'm going to be cutting these out anyway. Just let that dry. Put that into there. Right, while that dries, I'm going to, let's bring this card that gave me the inspiration to do another one. So, I don't know whether to put gold or not on. I might put a little bit of gold. Let's just try it and see. So I've got this little applicator thing, because it's sometimes better with this. I might just put some onto here as well. So just really going around the very edge. You probably can't see it that much because the colour is kind of yellows and things. So you can see it just slightly. Oh, don't do that. Take that away. Don't want that onto, and I've just realised it's gone on there, so just move that away. I can turn that over quite easily. So I've got that onto there. I could pop it on top a little bit. See if that bee will come out. There's a bee in that. Don't know. That's enough. Now, I have now messed up my card. Oh dear, it is a total mess. Oh dear. I'll turn it round, and then when I do make it into card, I'll cut the back off so that, yeah. So I'm just going over this very slightly as well, just sort of pick up some of the embossing there. This video is probably quite long now, isn't it, folks? Sorry, hope you've bared with me. Hope you've enjoyed the process. I haven't done a sort of processed video for a while. Well, you know, enjoying the process. But I hope you do. Because I know I always do enjoy the process when I'm watching somebody else. So Okay, I don't know whether to just leave it at the full. I think I'm going to leave it like that because it kind of looks a bit vintaged, let's see. So let's put that away. Let's wipe the hands a bit, because you know how bad it is when you get gilding wax or something on your fingers. It goes everywhere, doesn't it? It's now on my nail now. Right. So just wondering if I can cover this. Yeah, probably can cover that, so I'll pull it down a bit there. So the next thing I need to do is cut out these little bees. So you can watch me cut one out and then I'll go off camera and I'll chop them up. Well, not physically chop them up, I mean I'll cut them out. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep all these antennae and things on them, because I can easily just draw bits on the card if need be, like that. That's one. I think that'll be okay. So back in a minute when I've cut them out. Right, so I've basically stuck it all down. I've put the bees on and I've got this black mark here. Well, not black mark, messy gilding wax mark. So I'm thinking I need to put a bit of sentiment there. So on this one I just put it up the side because I thought it was a wee bit different. So if I do put that same one on, I could put "Don't Forget to Fly," because that is the same for butterflies. So if we can find it in here, if it's still got a piece, or we could maybe change it to something else, I suppose. We'll see it here. Can't see it. Maybe not got it anymore. Let me see. Is there anything else I can use? Just something that's going to fit. Maybe. And I could put some gems on, I suppose. What about just today is a new day, actually? And I can just stick it along that bit there. That'll hide some of that mess. Can't quite, that was just a wee bit there, but kind of hides it, so it makes it look a wee bit better. And then, yeah, I've got that bit on there. So what I would do is I would just pop that onto there. I have got some paper I could use if I wanted to put something behind it. So let's just see. The card, I should see the paper. So I've got this stuff, but I don't want to. I don't know if that's right. If that will look right. That might just detract from the centre a bit. No. I've got this paler one as well. Paler grey, but that might detract. No, I think we'll just leave it as is. Oh dear. So, that was my triple embossing tile. Quite easy to make. You can make them in any shape. You can make them in circles, diamonds, squares. This one hexagon, anything. Ovals if you wanted. Absolutely anything really. But you can use that nice triple embossing, and then when the third one isn't quite dry, it's still warm, pop it through your machine with either a stencil or an embossing folder. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching and you might do this as well. And please let me know your thoughts. And please remember to hit that all bell button to subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.